Beat, riding for Wally. Kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. BT, how they want you bringing the beat, riding for Wally. Kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest.
What's going on, guys? I appreciate you joining me on the Civility Mindset channel. Today I brought in a few rifles. I'm going to show you guys some differences between WMLs, weapon mounted lights. So I have a very expensive one on, and then I have two very much budget but competing in every single way lights on as well. I'm going to show you first off what I have them on and which they're all on AR-15 platforms, which is now my favorite though. So let me show you guys first. So I am going to take off my sling for right now on this. You guys have seen this quite often now. This is my new pretty much practice weapon. This is mounted right here on a AR-15 platform 22. This thing is a great platform, but what I'm here to talk to you guys about is these lights. So this is a Tacticon V2 battle torch. It comes with 600 lumens, and this thing it's badass. Gives you amazing quality for super cheap value. I can't say super cheap. If you don't have maybe 60 to 100 bucks, maybe it's not super cheap. But for me, to get what you're getting out of this, it is more than what you can ask for, honestly. It's very lightweight, comes with a really good mount. This also has a touchpad, so you can use your touchpad or a button in order to get it to stay on a steady stream of light. So this one again comes with 600 lumens, right? So I'm going to take you guys to a very dark place and show you the differences between this and the next two that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to also show you this one's bigger brother, all right? One more thing. So on the other one, I have it wrapped because it's in a place where I keep my hand and I don't want to get burned. So I want you guys to take a quick look at this. You can also look it up on the internet, which is not hard. But this is what the Battle Torch V2 and V3 look like. One is just simply a little bit longer. All right, so here is my pistol 10-inch. This right here is exactly, again, my Battle Torch V3, but this one comes with 1200 lumens. So that's significantly a lot brighter and bigger and everything that you can ask for in a weapon mounted light. So I'm going to show you guys the difference between these two and what you can expect out of it. One I find a little bit, how do you say it? It does everything that you want, but it's like a little crisper and sharper. And believe it or not, it's the 600 lumen one. But this one, you get a further throw. So that being said, this is obviously the way to go if you're going to go, you know, pistol and with a suppressor. This is the way to go. I just genuinely like the 600 lumens. It's a little lighter, obviously. If you look at the size of this thing, it's a little bit longer. And if you're wondering why I keep it wrapped, is because if I'm firing and I have gone through quite a bit of ammo, if you look under here, it's all rail. Everything's all rail except this one side that I keep with a rubber on it so that my hand doesn't burn. So Could I put another one like that on that side? Sure, I could, but the mount would then get in the way. So what would be the point of having just like a little cut, right? So I just wrapped it in Goon Tape. Amazing company, Goon Tape. If you've never looked them up, please do. They're awesome, and they do really, really good wraps and really good tape. So actually, I shouldn't say wraps, tape, but you can wrap things like I have here. If you look and notice, there's pretty much nothing different except for I switch my my pressure switch. I switch it around because I don't want the button up any further, and to be honest with you, it's not compatible with it. It wouldn't even work that way. It just doesn't fit that well. And what I like to do is I like to hold on to my entire barrel. This is just me, hand guards, and I like to be able to get a firm grip and hold on to everything of my weapon without it getting in the way, so that I can put pressure on the weapon. And if I were to do that, and I put pressure, that would pretty much turn on my light every time. So I always have done this, even on different setups where this isn't so streamlined, right? So the reason why it's streamlined is because look how tight it is, right? So I take this, and even if it's a little further out, I would still do the same thing, because I like to grab here, put my thumb here, hold as tight as possible, pull to my chest, and as that happens, again, I'm pushing down on my thumb. So honestly, if I really need to, I just adjust my hand grip, and I use the light if I need to, which is, you know, a tenth of a second, right? So let me now show you guys the next light. So this is my Streamlight, but it's on my 300 blackout. So I use this for my home defense weapon, and this right here is a tank of a light. You're getting a super heavy construct, super durable. I'm sure if this thing took a bullet, probably would survive. It's insane. But I look how big that thing is. This thing is almost the exact same size as my can. It's absolutely insane, and I feel it's quite unnecessary. I bought this way before the Tacticon V2 and V3s. They didn't even come out yet, and when Tacticon ended up coming out with them, I ended up saying, you know, let's give it a shot, and I thought it was kind of almost too good to be true. So when I bought one, I wished I had bought 3, which I ended up doing. I bought another Battle Torch V3, and then I got one V2 for actually 2 V2s for both my suppressed KP9, which you guys have seen just the other day, the last time I went out, and I also got that for my 22 practice rifle. But anyway, so let's go back to this thing. This thing is huge, and it is stupid heavy. In order for me to hold it out like this, look how much I'm shaking already. It might not look like a lot to you, but to me, that's a whole lot. This thing is heavy as hell. It's also heavy, yes, because of the can. If I were to, all right, good. If I were to use this, I wouldn't want this thing in a battle. This is strictly for my home defense, and the reason why is because, one, it has a laser on it. All right, so the laser can pinpoint, and I can just grab and go. I don't have to fiddle with my optic. I can just immediately see my target, shoot, and this will give me a roundabout estimate to where the shot is going to be placed. If I really wanted a pure and accurate shot, I would have to turn this back on, and which honestly would be like 2-3 clicks, and I'm going to get good. Yeah, then I would get a perfect nighttime setting. That's honestly something I wouldn't want to do, but if I had to do, I can do it, and it really wouldn't take much but a few seconds. This is, again, I constantly kind of try to tight this just in case. I never want to get a baffle strike. So I always check to see if it's a wiggle or two, and if it's not, then it's good. I really rarely ever take this thing off. If I do take this off, because it's for my 300 blackout. I don't care what anybody says. One, this is super quiet. Two, this is my home defense weapon. So if I were to take this off, I'd much rather get a tool and have to take that off than honestly even switch this. I use this suppressor for my battle rifles and stuff, but honestly, I like to keep it on this one because this is the whole reason why I bought it, was to use it for home defense. God forbid if I had to use anything, this would be what I would use. Anyway, so the Streamlight comes with a really good throw. Not gonna act like it doesn't. And also it comes with the laser. So two seriously good benefits for me. If you notice, it also comes with the pressure switch, and this pressure switch is the same thing I would have done with the battle torch, where the button is on the rear, back, forward, all the way, and in front I can keep it like this. And again, this is my home defense weapon, so if I'm picking this thing up, I'm picking it up this way, and I'm going to whatever action is necessary at that moment. And I almost don't even care if I put much pressure on this. I'm not gonna, because with this Emissary Development hand stop, which is a knockoff, by the way, this isn't the actual Emissary Development. I have all the Emissary stuff, but this one I got just in case, God forbid, if I had to give this up. The only thing I'm really going to miss would be the can, if I had to use that, or maybe, God forbid, whatever, you know, but this would be it, you know what I mean? And all the other parts on here are basic, simple parts, so I wouldn't really miss this rifle if I had to give it to the police in the event of a burglary, and I you know, have to have it gone for a few weeks until trial, and then once I get it back, I don't care, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be upset if this had to leave the arsenal. Now this the only thing that I really would be upset about on this entire platform, as crazy as it sounds, other than the can, would be the front sight post. It's a Scalar Works front sight post. That shit is ridiculously expensive. It's half as expensive as the Streamlight. The Streamlight was like 200 and some change. Another thing I want to talk about. So the Streamlight was 200 and some change, super heavy. I'm sure this thing could stop a tank, whatever, but doesn't matter. That's pretty damn costly, all right? Those other weapon mounted lights are legitimately about $100, maybe even less. And I got them off their website directly through Amazon, as crazy as that sounds. So I went to their website, they didn't have any. Then I went to Amazon and they had them. So I ended up getting them. And I think the third day I looked them up again, they were completely sold out. So you get verification slips and papers and stuff like that for your equipment, which I thought was pretty damn awesome. I don't have the paperwork, don't really care to show it. I mean, what's the point? It also has my address and stuff on there, so not doing that. But it has everything that it could go through, and it gives you a serial number, and you can even get it warranted and stuff like that, which I'm not going to do, because to be honest with you, I'd just rather give the guys my business and buy another one, to be honest with you. I'm a small business as well, so I like doing things like that. Now, if it was a big company like Hollow Sun or something like that, yeah, I'm going to register my stuff so that this way my warranty is sound. But with them, their new business, they're starting, I'd much rather give them more business and buy more battle torches under my own money and not really care that it is just a little bit, you know, of an expense. I really like the guys, so I don't mind doing things like that. But anyway, so now I'm going to take these downstairs into my basement, and I'm going to show you guys every single dark room and, you know, lighter rooms, so we can see how it opens up every bit of visual confirmation, how good these things are compared to a light that is 200 and some change, a Streamlight, which is a really big name. Also, Tacticon is a new company, so they're not that big yet, but they're doing really big things. So I'm going to take you guys downstairs and show you how much lumens this thing actually gives you and how much it throws and how bright it can get. And I really truly think you guys are going to like these battle torches. a lot more, one, to save on budget, and two, to get a really good light that you're not missing out on any quality. You're getting the same quality as you would a $500 light, and you're cutting the cost by maybe 1/3. You know what I mean? So actually, you are spending 1/3 of that cost. So anyway, let's go ahead and take you guys down. All right, guys. So here is my basement, and you can see it is shit dark in here, and you really can't see much of anything. All right. Now, I am going to show you the quality in which each of these lights actually have, and what light does what, and which light is which. Real quick, before I do everything, just want to check a few things. So, all right, you can see that it is absolutely pitch black in certain rooms in here, and then you got some lighting rooms and some things that aren't so, not so dark, right? You got quite a bit to change using this light, so anything can be in either obstruction or something, and you see that's dark over in certain corners. You might need some light. So let's start with my home defense weapon, which is the Streamlight with the laser, okay? So we'll start over here, and I'll throw this on so you guys can check it out. And that's quite bright, okay? I do love this light, and it is super bright. Okay? Again, this light is 200 and some change, all right? So now I'm gonna take you to the opposite side just so you can see these corners. All right, you get quite the light, and you can also see the laser moving up and down, so you can see that I would be able to take a shot, take a good clean shot with this light. All right. Stupid bright. All right. Now we're gonna go into that room that was extremely dark. All right. So if I was to check my corners, you can't see a damn thing in there, but you can now. So now we're gonna walk all the way in this place. All right, let me place this down. Completely dark in here. And now you see every bit of what would be a potential threat. So let's go to the opposite side, same thing. I gotta keep my head pretty low in here because quite a bit of obstructions could happen on the top of my head. Same thing. Super bright. So I'm not acting like this isn't the best option, or it is the best option to go with what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. You know, you're jumping out of submarines, probably the best way to go. But I use this simply for my home defense, but my battle rifles, I would not. Now, just on regular lighting, so you needed to find something on the ground, you could, I mean, this is definitely helping. Alright, don't know why you would need light right there, but now, I'm gonna throw this again on the opposite end where you couldn't see before. And then we're gonna do this all again with the other lights. So we got our targets, and we can see everything in this place if you had no night vision or anything like that. So now let me go grab the other guys, And I'm going to show you both the V2 and the V3. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the battle torch, which you can't see anything in here, but I'm going to show you the battle torch V3. This has the exact same lumens as the other. It had 1200 lumens on the Streamlight. Now this is 1200 lumens with the battle torch. So you tell me what differences other than the light that this thing has. So let's walk to the other end, which is dark. And the lumens are amazing. They're great. The only minus this doesn't have is 2. It doesn't have the heaviness, and it doesn't have the laser, which I can deal with. So let's throw down. So you're getting pretty much the exact same result for under $200. This light is very, very bright. Let's run it straight through to the darkest place, and we're gonna do the exact same steps that I did before. So as you see, super dark, but you see everything you need when you flip that switch. Let's put this here again. All right. Let there be light, boys. This is almost absolutely no difference except weight. So again, let's go to the opposite end, which is so dark in here, I can't see a damn thing. All right, and voila. You can see this thing perfectly. Now, I'm going to run and grab the V2, and the V2, honestly, I am extremely impressed because for 1200 lumens to 600 lumens, you almost see no difference. All right, now, again, you can't see much. This is the Battle Torch V2. Believe it or not, you're not gonna see a big difference, but you will notice a difference. So let me switch this on. All right, so this is the 600 lumens. And I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty damn awesome. And for half the price of the V3. So I'm gonna take you across the same steps that I did prior, right? I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty damn bright. And it does amazing work of this room. Look at that. For 600 lumens, I'm impressed. This thing is keeping up with the 12s, easy. I almost think in certain aspects, the 12s are overkill. All right, so let me take you, sorry guys, back to the same process. Walk you in one more time. And again, you guys tell me, do you see much difference? I see a small difference. I'm not gonna act like I don't, right? This is not as bright as the 12, but you're in the darkest room right here, period, plain and simple, which you can't see shit walking through and almost hitting walls. And yet, these are the results you get. I am more than impressed. All right, so let me take you guys back upstairs and we'll finish this video up. All right, now you guys have seen the differences between the battle torches, the stream lights, and the lumens. I personally think if I were to rewind time and be able to do so and not spend so much money on random dumb shit, I legitimately would go with the battle torches way over the Streamlight. There's only one benefit this Streamlight has, because due to the pros and cons, I firmly believe that I would never go with the Streamlight because of how heavy it is as a con. But the pro is that it has a laser light for me, and I can use that for target acquisition very quickly. But honestly, if I had to, I would super much more go with the approach of the battle torch, which is 1, lighter, way lighter, 2, way better on cost efficiency, and 3, you're getting the exact same things that you would with these kinds of lights. This one is 200 and some change, almost 300. These ones were under 100 and some change, or 100 and some change, depending on which one it was. This one right here was around $60 to $80. I don't remember anymore. It was that cost effective for me that I didn't even sweat it. I bought 2 of them. This one, same thing. I bought 2 of them right away, especially before they went and dry on them. You know what I mean? So I firmly believe that if you guys were to grab these, you would be super happy. You would be more than happy with the quality and the lights, the lumens, and the way it works. Honestly, I don't see why you would spend $300-400 on a Streamlight Pro Tac that would be heavy, super costly, and the only real benefit you're getting from it is the fact that you get a laser show. You know what I mean? Other than that, I mean, it doesn't take long for me, turn on the switch. Sorry, it looked like it was loose. For me to turn on the switch, which is right up top, right? You just pop one, and now you're good to go. I use a primary arms micro dot for my battle rifles on my 45 cans. So for me, if I were to pick this thing up, click, and now I'm good to go. So for me, it wouldn't, okay, good. For me, it wouldn't really be an issue. It would be a very, very, very quick thing. For this, on the other hand, I would have to turn twice. Whatever, that's nothing. But again, this is not something I would use to defend my home. If I had to, sure, I could. But this is simply a practice rifle. But my KP9 that you guys have seen in my last video, that does have this 600 lumen a battle torch, and it is more than adequate. It is perfect for what I would need it for, because if I'm going to use that weapon, it is for nighttime operations, and I don't need to be that bright. I kind of want to be bright enough to where I can see a threat, but not so bright where I shine this thing and, you know, you can see me from heaven. So that being said, 1200 lumens for battle rifles is great. 600 lumens for a nighttime raid or something like that, a nighttime operation rescue mission, something like that, I would absolutely keep 600 lumens, and for me, that's perfect for me. You guys could be different. It is what it is. But you guys go ahead, rewatch this video as many times as you'd like, and you tell me, is there a very big difference between the 1200 lumens on the Streamlight or the 1200 lumens on the Battle Torch V3? You guys let me know what you think in the comments, and tell me if you like the Streamlight more or if you like the Battle Torch more. I kind of really do want to hear what you guys think. And also, please check out Tacticon. They don't pay me. They don't even know who the hell I am. But I like their business because they're a small business like I am. And I can appreciate that kind of industry and trying to work their way in such a big industry and do right by the people by cutting costs and giving you just what you need, not what looks cool and looks great. All right, but anyway, guys, get out there and train. I love you guys. Be safe. Peace.